What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cab Show. The NBA playoffs are less than a week away. I cannot wait. Obviously, I'm going to go with one of the greatest basketball players of all time. I'm picking the Lakers to win it all. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds pretty ignorant, doesn't it? But right now, I'm betting on the best player, the pound for pound. I'm betting on LeBron James. I'm betting on Anthony Davis. I'm betting on Russell. I'm betting on Austin Reeves. I'm betting on this Lakers organization to really beat the odds. Just like that, LeBron has done it throughout his career, against all odds. We go back to the 2016 NBA Finals when the Cleveland Cavaliers are down 3-1 against all odds, the only team to ever come back from that deficit, and that was who? LeBron James. That's why I'm doing this, bro. I really believe in LeBron. I really do. Obviously, they're in the play-in game right now. They're playing against Minnesota. They're going to have to win this game. If they lose, they're playing for an 8 seed, which is terrible, but I do think they can beat Minnesota. Come on. Like, this is their time right now for the LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers to take off here. And then they're going to play the Memphis Grizzlies, even though the Memphis Grizzlies right now, without Steven Adams and Brandon Clark, that's huge. And I think that gives, LeBron and the Lakers a chance. I really do. But, Ja Morant, shout out to Ja Morant, one of the best NBA players today, young phenom coming up. Yes, there was some controversy. What it is. I do think Ja Morant needs to grow up a little bit, but that's just experience right now. He's 23 years old. Like, let him live a little bit. But for the NBA playoffs, another fan favorite is definitely the Golden State Warriors to repeat. I wouldn't say that's a bad bet either. I mean, you're betting on Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time that the NBA's ever seen, and then you got Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. These guys all built this system in Golden State, and now they're four-time NBA champions. And they got Jordan Poole, who they signed this offseason. So I think the Golden State Warriors right now are the team to beat still. Even though they haven't had a great season this year, it doesn't matter. We look at the NBA today and realize, look, the regular season is irrelevant, dude. Like, some of the seeds are irrelevant. Just like in March Madness, some of the seedings are irrelevant. As long as you get in, that's all that matters. Same thing with the NBA playoffs. And I really think the Warriors right now, they have a great shot of repeating. Even though their defense has been suspect all year, that's the only downside of Golden State Warriors right now. And then Andrew Wiggins coming back in the lineup. I just think for Golden State, if they really want to repeat this year with Steph Curry, they're going to have to play some defense. And I think that comes with the playoff experience that the Golden State Warriors have. I mean, they've been battle tested throughout the years. They just beat Boston last year. Speaking of Boston, I do think, they're the number one or number two seed in the East. And I think Boston right now, they do not want to play the Miami Heat, okay? I think the Miami Heat has the MO to really be a dark horse out in the East. I really do believe that with Jimmy Butler, what they have going in Miami. I mean, Pat Riley, what a leader he is. I just think Miami is definitely a team you don't want to see out East. And then we got the Phoenix Suns versus the LA Clippers. I think this is a coin flip matchup, even though a lot of people are going with the Clippers here. Even though Paul George is out with a knee injury, they still have Kawhi, Russell Westbrook. I think the Clippers are pound for pound a little better team than the Phoenix Suns. We look at the Suns and say, CP3, what a career he's had. He's towards the end of it. He's not the same point guard as he once was. And then you got KD, DeAndre Ayton. Then you got Devin Booker, who's putting up crazy shots. I mean, the Suns, they should win this series, right? I do think pound for pound, the Phoenix Suns are the better team. But I'm looking at Russell Westbrook and saying, hey, you're going against your old buddy in KD. This matchup's going to be great for the NBA. I think it's great. The old rivalry. They were teammates at one point. They played in the NBA Finals in 2012 together when they were really young against LeBron. And obviously, they lost. They won game one and then lost four straight. So I think Westbrook and KD have that rivalry right now where it's like they don't like each other. And I think Westbrook's going to play with the fire just like Westbrook always does. That's why I like Russell Westbrook. A lot of people say he can't shoot. He can't do this on the court. He's a bad teammate. But at the end of the day, one thing you cannot take away from Russell Westbrook is his heart, ambition, and his hustle every single play. He plays every play his hardest. That's why I love Westbrook, dude. I really do. It's amazing to me that, we got some of these cupcake guys in the NBA that complain about fouls and this and that. Westbrook, he comes in every night hungry and ready to play. So I think, the Clippers, I definitely am leaning towards the Clippers right now, just how they're playing. Westbrook's going to be playing with that fire against KD. I mean, KD's going to have to put up some points. KD and Devin Booker, they're going to have to step up here. If they want to make an NBA Finals run, it starts with KD and Devin Booker. These two guys, I mean, if you guys really want to win a championship, it starts with them. But I think, right now, the Clippers, man, they can do it. They can really do it. And then you got Denver, the number one seed out west with Jokic. I mean, he probably will win MVP. I don't know about that. I probably wouldn't say he should win MVP right now. It's a toss-up with Joel Embiid as well, even though I do think Embiid should be the guy. But Denver, they're the number one seed. Head coach Mike Malone came out and said we've been playing soft recently, and I think that's motivation for Denver right now. But, at the end of the day, I don't see Denver Nuggets making the NBA Finals this year. If any team's going to make it out west, these are my three teams: the Los Angeles Lakers, the Golden State Warriors, and the Phoenix Suns, or the LA Clippers. One of those two. Whoever wins the Suns Clippers, they're my third team to make it out west. I mean, it's tough. I think, honestly, right now, though, the East is kind of stacked as well. I mean, you got the Cavs versus the New York Knicks, Davion Mitchell versus Jalen Brunson. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. Even though I'm leaning towards the Cleveland Cavaliers in that series. Then you got the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Brooklyn Nets. I'm leaning towards Philly. Joel Embiid, I expect Philly to come out and win, but I don't see Philly or the Nets or New York Knicks or the Cleveland Cavaliers making the finals. The only teams that I see out east making it, the dark horse team is definitely the Miami Heat. They are a dark horse team, but Boston or the Milwaukee Bucks, those are the teams right there out east, the top two teams that are going to make it all the way. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Boston makes it back to the finals. I mean, we could really see a repeat from last year. We could see Golden State versus the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. That'd be great. That would be amazing for sports in general in the NBA Finals. I think that'd be amazing, but who knows what's going to happen. But, for the Warriors, I'm telling you right now, if you guys had $1 million right now, I would really bet on Golden State just because of their experience, how Steph Curry plays in the playoffs. Klay Thompson's healthy right now. You got Draymond Green, Jordan Poole. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I think the Golden State Warriors, a lot of people sleep on them. They didn't really care about the regular season. All they care about is the playoffs in the NBA Finals, and they're the most experienced team to me right now, and that's why I'm telling you to go heavy on the Golden State Warriors to repeat this year out west. I really would, but now, even though I told you to go to the Lakers, that's definitely a really loose pick here, just because I love LeBron James in that. But I just think, at the end of the day, for LeBron, this is a legacy season for him. Last year they missed the playoffs. He cannot miss a second straight year. No way. He would have thought that in LeBron James' career. LeBron James needs another championship. He needs at least 5 NBA championships before it's all said and done. 4 is not enough. 4 is not enough for LeBron. He's got to win. And I think this year, dude, he does really have a nice squad. He really does. And I think AD needs to step up. AD's that guy, the X factor for the Lakers right now. He's got to get 20-plus boards a game. He's got to get 20-plus points a game. He's got to do these things. He's got to get 5 blocks a game. He's got to play great, turnover free. Don't play soft here. If I'm Anthony Davis and I'm the head coach, I'm telling him, hey, aggressive every single play. Every possession from here on out is a championship play. That's what I'm telling AD. I'm serious right now. And then you got D'Angelo Russell. He's a baller as well. I don't know how his playoff experience is gonna have a high end here. He's got to hit big shots. You got to hit your open threes. You got to hit the open man. And then Austin Reeves is playing out of his mind. But the thing is, for LeBron James, that he understands that, hey, if I want to win a championship this year, it's going to take everything out of LeBron to do it. He has to. He has to, just like he's been carrying teams throughout the playoffs his whole career. Since 2011, dude. Been to almost every NBA final game, dude. That is crazy. He lost in 2011, won in 2012 and 13 repeat, lost in 14, lost in 15 to the Golden State Warriors, beat the Golden State Warriors in 2016 down 3-1, lost to the Warriors in 17 and 18. Which is crazy because I believe it was a 2018 game 1. He had 51 points, LeBron. Like, dude, that is crazy. And they still lost. And you remember, you got J.R. Smith getting the rebound and just dribbling it out like they've won the game. It's crazy. LeBron, his whole career, has had to carry his team every single year. Even when he went to the Miami Heat, yes, he had D. Wade and Chris Bosh and Ray Allen, but at the end of the day, he still had to carry that team. He still had to score 30-plus points a game, 10-plus rebounds, 10-plus assists a game, most triple-doubles in NBA Finals history. He still had to do these things. And I think LeBron, is he really ready mentally to do that? Obviously, we know physically LeBron can do it still at the age of 38, but I think at the end of the day, really, it's the Lakers and LeBron James and Anthony Davis. How far can you go? I mean, you're playing the Memphis Grizzlies. Yes, John Morant's great, but at the same time, they have a couple guys out. You know, Brandon Clark and Steven Adams, they're out for Memphis. So if I'm the Lakers here, I'm playing hard against Minnesota tomorrow night. I'm winning that game, and then we're going into Memphis, and we're beating Memphis in less than 5 games. That's what I'm saying to my players if I'm LeBron. That's what we're going to do. This is our mindset. We're the champions here. LeBron James won a championship in LA in 2020, the COVID year, which people say, oh, wasn't a real trophy, which is silly, right? But at the end of the day, man, you cannot count out LeBron James. So I'm going to go the Lakers over Minnesota, and then obviously the Warriors. I'd say the top 4 teams right now, East and West. You know, the top 2 out west is definitely the Golden State Warriors, and then I got to go the Lakers, obviously. Then you got Boston and the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, these 2 teams out of those East and West, I think they can match up heavy in the playoffs late when they run deep in the playoffs. I really do. Now, the dark horse team is definitely, the Phoenix Suns or the Clippers. And then, obviously, I do think, the Cavs can make a run. But, obviously, the Miami Heat, I'm telling you, everybody's sleeping on the Miami Heat. Do not sleep on the Miami Heat. But I can't wait. Playoffs less than a week away. NBA playoffs, I love it, dude. Feels like the real basketball. I feel like the regular NBA season doesn't really feel as much enticing to me. It doesn't really focus that much. It just doesn't intrigue anymore. I just don't see the hustle. I don't see the defense. But come playoff time and closer to the NBA Finals, you start to see a change in players. You start to see better defense. You start to see more aggression. You start to see better box out. Just fundamentally more sound in general in the playoffs in the NBA Finals. That's what you got to see from your players. You got to see the hustle plays. You got to see, this is what I want. I want these type of plays. I want to get the loose balls. I want to get the 50-50 calls. That's what you got to do if you want to win an NBA championship. So I cannot wait, but obviously I'm rooting for the Los Angeles Lakers in the chosen one, LeBron James. So many people hate on LeBron, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors end up repeating this year. Even though a lot of experts are saying, no, the Golden State Warriors don't have the defense to do it this year. They're just not big enough, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, you still have Steph Curry. You still have Steph Curry. So that's what you still have. Steph Curry can drop 40 a game on you. And we go back to the NBA Finals last year, Game 4. Steph had 43? Legacy game right there for Steph. And they ended up winning the NBA Finals last year. So I cannot wait. It's going to be great for the NBA playoffs. I want to see LeBron James win it. Come on, number 5, baby. It's the NBA playoffs. It's the Clown with Cam show. Let's go!